Mm, mm, mm. Shocking. Shocking. Black, I said. Pregnant mom loses baby as hospital staff eats and ignores her.
What?
What type of mess is this? Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. I have a few videos for you guys today. I want to know how many of you have been to an emergency hospital room. You were sick. You were in pain. And you sat there and you sat there and you waited and waited and waited. And it took them so long to see you. How many of you have done that? I did. It happened to me. I was bleeding inside the ER. People just watching the blood just running down my leg. All of a sudden, my mother-in-law, she just had a fit. She went in there and she started cussing the staff out. If y'all don't bring y'all ass and somebody out here, she's bleeding on the floor. They rushed. I kept telling them I was bleeding, had blood. It was just gushing out. Just gushing. That's when I used to have cycles, okay? So I had to end up getting a hysterectomy. It was just that bad. I had fibroid tumors, and it was really bad. Hate to discuss y'all with that, but I'm just saying. When I play these videos, you're going to really get mad because I was mad, okay? But then again, there are some circumstances that will piss you off too about the patient. Because some of them come in there for another reason. And I want y'all to tell me what you think about that as well. Here we go. If you hear anything make a noise, that's the rain. It's raining outside. I love the rain. I love it a whole lot. More than some people. All right, here we go. Shocking. Like I said, black pregnant mom loses baby as hospital staff eats and ignores her. Ignore her.
Black woman and her husband are now suing Emory University-run hospital in Atlanta for medical malpractice, claiming she was denied emergency care for 2 hours. This led to the death of her unborn son. Crystal Beeling and Joshua McCrary filed the lawsuit in Fulton County Court. The suit accuses Emory Healthcare staff, which is in Georgia, of failing to provide medical treatment to the black woman. Here is how the horrific night at the hospital played out. The suit states that the couple informed at least 5 employees in the ER of her condition. This included severe pain in her stomach, heavy vaginal bleeding, and nausea. She claims the staff then ignored her for 20 minutes until she was asked to complete the intake forms. She was 38 weeks pregnant. Ms. Beeling endured, quote, immense pain and stress as she waited and twice vomited in full view of hospital staff who continued to provide no care, she claims. She was then taken to the maternity emergency waiting room in a wheelchair and then placed along a hallway against the wall. She was told she had to wait because a shift change was taking place. She observed a new group of 3 or 4 employees take their positions in the maternity ER waiting room who failed to offer any treatment, examination, aid, or evaluation to her. One employee ate a meal right in front of her. And when she again posed the question, when would she get medical attention? Another one said, dismissively, quote, somebody's already talked to you about that, end quote. While the hospital staff continued to ignore her, Miss Beeling noticed that her unborn son's previously vigorous kicking became less frantic and soon stopped altogether. Alarmed by that and still bleeding and in pain, quote, it was clear that defendants had no intention of examining or treating her, end quote. And Billing then asked her husband to take her to another hospital. Their complaint states, the suit alleges no one attempted to speak with them. They eventually left, made the drive to a new hospital. Unlike the treatment she received at Emory, the staff at Piedmont Hospital snapped into action. Full disclosure, I happen to serve on the board of that hospital. She alleges upon learning Mrs. Beeling was pregnant and had vaginal bleeding, they put her in a wheelchair and rushed her to the maternity emergency room, where at least 5 doctors assembled around Mrs. Beeling and immediately triaged, admitted, and began to treat her, starting an ultrasound within minutes at 11:52 p.m. Despite the best efforts of the medical staff, the lawsuit says in the early hours of August 23rd, the physician told Ms. Beeling that her son had, in fact, passed away, dying of placental abruption. The next day, after natural birth did not occur, doctors induced delivery, and her son, Carmelo Arthur McCrary Billing, was born dead. The complaint said the experience was for Ms. Beeling, quote, the most agonizing period of her life, lying in a bed carrying a child that she was told had already passed. This is certainly not the first time this has happened in Georgia. Georgia had the 9th highest infant mortality rate in 2022, with about 7 babies dying out of every 1,000 live births. According to data from the CDC, the overall infant mortality rate in the U.S. was 5.61 per 1,000 live births. Black infant mortality rate in Georgia was even higher, with 9 infant deaths per 1,000 live births.
Emory Hospital. Emory. I've been to this hospital. That's where I've had my bypass. I had a triple bypass back in the early 2000s. The staff ignored her for 20 minutes. She went in there in pain, told them she was pregnant and she was bleeding, but yet they did nothing about it. And I noticed they kept saying black woman. Why they gotta emphasize on that? Are they trying to say it's racist what they did because she was black? So you're trying to say if a white woman came in there bleeding, in pain and pregnant, they would see her ASAP. Is that what they are saying? Well, I ain't gonna lie now. She do has a good reason to sue. She does. Especially if she was bleeding and pregnant. That should be instant. Take you in the back, not sitting in the ER room. That should be instantly. And then once they probably had her in the back, they still probably had just had her waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting while she was in pain. If I was the husband, well, he should have been having a fit. He should have been. I want to speak to the head of the hospital. Why the hell y'all walking around ignoring my wife and she's pregnant and bleeding and in horrible pain? Why? And why did it take someone else to tell the husband, you need to take her to another hospital? You see, these people are ignoring her. Why wait? Why sit there and watch your wife in pain? Can this man not lead? Can he not lead? I want to know, men, if this was your pregnant wife, what would you have done? I'm pretty sure some of y'all said it would have been holy hell up in that hospital. They would have to call the police on me, okay? She was vomiting and in pain. 38 minutes. 38 months pregnant. That's what they said. Employees passed by several times, and one employee was eating a meal. Didn't even care, just eating and eating. Who does that? I understand hospitals are busy. I understand that they're short of doctors and staff. I understand, especially now. I understand that. But if somebody's in horrible pain and they're pregnant and they can lose their baby and you're sitting there eating, how can you eat? That's what I want to know. How can you sit there and eat and watch someone in pain, passing by them, ignoring them? Oh, Lord, I don't care what color they are. I don't care. So we had to drive to the hospital, Piedmont Hospital. Son passed away. Next day, they took the baby out of her stomach. And then they said Georgia has the highest babies dying. The highest rate. They said 7 in 1,000. I don't know if that's good or bad. Y'all let me know. Let me move on because that was sad. That was horrible. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna show you something else that's horrible right here. I saw this and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Listen.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Rosa. I'm at Piedmont Hospital in Augusta, Georgia. And I want y'all to hear what goes on in this emergency room. And for hours, nobody comes out to get these patients. Not a doctor, nobody. People has been sitting in here since 5 o'clock the day prior. This is a whole new day. And nobody's coming out. This man has been saying he's dizzy. He has fell out the chair. Nobody has came out. Not a soul. My husband has been sitting on this floor, making noise and in pain. Nobody has asked him. This gentleman has been sitting here since 5 p.m. yesterday. And nobody has came out. Not one person. And when you ask questions, there's being said that you're waiting on the room, there's no rooms. So I'm videoing this because I'm taking it to the news. I'm taking this to the news. This is ridiculous.
She gonna take it to the news. I'm gonna take it to the news and show y'all how Piedmont Hospital in Augusta, Georgia is treating the people in the ER room. Now, Piedmont Hospital, to me, is the one in Atlanta I thought was good. The first video I showed you, that's where they had to go, the couple, the pregnant lady. She lost a baby. She was at Emory, and they had to go to the Piedmont Hospital. They told her the baby was no longer around. Had to take the baby. So they knew what was going on. They hurried up and took her in. But these people here are sitting in Piedmont Hospital in Augusta, Georgia. Just sitting there, waiting and waiting. There for hours, she said. Been there since 5 o'clock a.m. the day prior. The day prior. Who sits at a hospital for a whole day in pain? Who sits there and don't have the common sense to go to another hospital? But you're going to sit there all day, a whole day. You can't say it's because it's black people. You can't say that that's why they're doing it. Because there's a white man sitting in the ER room too. And over there to the far right somewhere, there's another woman. I can't tell if she's black or white, all white hair. So you can't say it's that, okay? But why would you sit your ass in a waiting room in pain? And don't try to go anywhere else. Well, maybe they didn't have no transportation. They didn't. Call 911. Come and get me out this damn hospital. I've been sitting here for hours in pain and take me to another hospital. Call a relative. Call a friend. Call some damn body. But don't sit there for 24 hours hurting in pain. Now, whose fault is that? Whose fault? Now, that's bad that the patients had to sit there in pain like that and nobody came. I don't know if this woman lying or telling the truth. Let's just assume that she's telling the truth. Then something should be done about this right here. Something should be done. It wasn't that many people in the emergency room waiting, okay? So what's going on in the back? That's what I want to know. I know what they do because I've been in the hospital several times, y'all. They playing in the halls. They laughing and playing. That's what they doing. They're off somewhere hiding. I've been there. Now, I'm not saying all of them doing it, but I know what some of them are doing, okay? Lazy as hell. A lot of people don't understand. You got to go over people's heads. That's what I do, okay? I go over people's head. I do. I'm going to be talking to that CEA. Just like that woman recording that video, she need to give that to who's ever over that hospital. That's what she needs to do. Moving right along. I'm telling y'all, these people something else. You know, people down in the comment section saying, I work in a hospital ER. If there's no room, then you have to wait. You gotta wait. They can treat people in the lobby, and if you were advised there's no rooms, and you still sat there instead of going to another, just like what I said, you sat there. I've seen them do that, treat people in the halls, treat people in the emergency room. They come in there because, like I said, they don't have enough room. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that for those people? Also, people say hospitals are full. As many hospitals that are around me, they're full. It's been on the news that they don't have beds. I have a co-worker whose mom is sharing a private room. Took her 3 days to get a bed. 3 days. Also, at Piedmont Hospital, patients are being neglected. Their cries for help going unheard, and basic care is being denied. People are suffering, calling out, help me, Lord. Help me, somebody. Help me. I've heard that in an ER room. I heard somebody begging for help. I heard it. Now, I don't know if that person is a regular, because, you know, they got the regular people coming there and act like they're in pain, and you know what they want. They want drugs. I know. But everybody don't do that, all right? Sadly, if you have no insurance, they will shun you. My friend didn't have any, and they left her for 7 hours. But someone with insurance waiting only 30 minutes. So if you got insurance, you can only wait 30 minutes. That's what she's saying. So you trying to tell me those people in the emergency room right there didn't have no insurance? Maybe they was on Medicaid. You know, really hospitals don't like Medicaid, Medicare, because it take too damn long for them to get their money. I finally said, I'll pay for it, damn it. I'll pay for it. It's sad. I went to 2 different ERs, 3 times with high blood pressure, like 200 over 100. Something, and they did nothing. This went on for 2 weeks. Called my doctor. They put me on some blood pressure meds. Health in U.S. sucks. 2 weeks. She called her doctor after the hospital wouldn't do nothing. I want to know why the hell you took 2 weeks to call your doctor if the hospital wouldn't do anything. If you got high blood pressure, why didn't you call your primary doctor? Why didn't you go to one of those urgent cares? Why didn't you go to CVS? You know, they have a little mini clinic in it. Why didn't you do that? But you waited 2 weeks. You could have had a stroke. But you just waited and waited and waited. I don't understand some people. I really don't. Move right along here, y'all. Move right along right here, Lord. Look at this right here. Neglect. This woman is upset. She's sitting in a room. She's not sitting in the ER. They don't put her in a room. But listen to what she said.
Y'all, I'm sitting here at this emergency room. And I know y'all tired of me coming out here just like I'm tired of me coming out here. But y'all, this neglect that I'm getting out here tonight at this hospital is ridiculous. I pressed this call button here over 2 minutes ago, and no one still has come to check on me and see what's going on. I'm out here hurting in extreme pain. There's not many people out here at this hospital, and I have yet to see the doctor. I've been out here almost 30 minutes. Now, I'm at Mizell Memorial Hospital in Alp, Alabama. I don't know what's going on, y'all,
Yes, ma'am. Can I
but
help you?
it's 3 minutes now, and they just coming in for the call light.
Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
She said, cause what?
Because I was in helping another patient. I was in another room, and I came as soon as I could. How can I
You
help you?
you the only nurse here?
There's other patients as well. We've got other people taking care of other things as well.
Oh, okay. I just
How
want to
can I
get
help
sure.
you?
I'm trying to see when is the doctor coming, ma'am. I miss so
He
much
just got
pain.
done seeing another patient, and as soon as he gets some orders for that patient put in, he'll come see you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So he'll be here as soon as he can. Is there anything else I can do for you until then?
Rub my stomach.
I can't give you anything for pain or
My
anything
stomach
for
hurt me so bad, ma'am. I can scream right now.
Have you gotten us a urine sample yet? That's probably one of
Yes,
the first.
ma'am.
Okay, we already got that.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
All right. Well, we got.
Is there anything else I can do for you, ma'am? She said, rub my stomach. She know good and damn well that nurse is not going to rub her stomach. I'm in pain, ma'am. I'm in pain. And people like her, they don't too much believe that she's in pain. I'm just saying, maybe she is, but they believe that she's probably coming there for something else. Some opioids, hydrocodone, oxycodone, Percocets, stuff like that. She said, I've been calling you for 2 minutes. I pressed the button 2 minutes ago. You finally come in 3 minutes later. She said, I've been in here for 30 minutes. Lady, please. Some people wish it was only 30 minutes that they sat there and got put in the back. Some people wish that. But she's been there for 30 minutes. She's impatient. She said, I'm helping other patients. That's what the nurse said. I'm helping other patients. Do you think this woman is being ignored? They do have other patients, y'all. I have to tell you that. They do, okay? Like I said, they are understaffed. Do you know how many people come into the emergency room? Do you know? It's a lot. Now, do you think this nurse was rude to her? Do you think she was rude when she told her that? Do you? She maybe I'm going to say she was a little aggravated, but I don't think she was just like rude. I really don't. She just letting her know, we have other patients. You're not the only one. You ain't the only one hurting. Okay? We got to take care of other people too. Rub my stomach. Here's the last video right here. Now, a hospital is nasty when they have roaches. St. Francis Medical Center emergency room in Linwood, Georgia. No, California, I'm sorry. Linwood, California.
Y'all, look at this. I cannot make this up. I take my dad to the emergency room. Why'd he have roaches? Girl, the roaches was crawling everywhere. On the cabinet. Look at this on the floor. It was like they just was at home. I have never in my life seen roaches in the emergency room, in the hospital in general. That's disgusting.
Let me tell y'all something. I hate roaches. I hate them so bad. I cannot live with no type of bugs. I can't live with ants, but I really can't live with roaches. If I had to take one, I would take the ants. I could not live with roaches. I don't see how people do it. I really don't. But in a hospital setting where everything's supposed to be sterilized, the roaches is crawling all over the equipment that they putting in your vajayjay, that they putting in your mouth, that they putting somewhere on your body. Crawling on the cups when they're giving you the medicine with the water in it. Crawling every damn well. Why? Why they don't get rid of the roaches? We can't call an exterminator in here. We can't do it. Because they're going to be spraying stuff all on the equipment. All you got to do is wash it off. Hell, I'd rather have the damn bug spray than the damn roaches crawling every damn well. I'd rather have that. At least you can clean it off, like I said. Yeah, I know you can clean it off with the roaches too, but who want roaches pooping every damn well? Who want that? That's just nasty for a hospital. That's nasty. I'm sick of Lord. Y'all go down in that comment section and tell me what y'all think. What you think about the lady that sat for hours before she went to another hospital. They told her her baby was gone. The good Lord has taken her baby. No, the Lord didn't take it. Lord didn't take it. Maybe the baby went to baby heaven. I have no idea. I'm just talking out the side of my neck, y'all. Just talking outside of my neck. Tell me what you think about the lady sitting in the hospital with her husband, and everybody in the ER room is crying and acting a fool. And they don't even go anywhere. They just stay there in pain. Been there a whole day. Never thought once in their mind I should be leaving here going to another hospital. Some damn where. Any means necessary. I gotta get the hell out of here. Nobody thought that. Okay? Go down there and let me know. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.